Excuse me. Shit, just no respect for the live. Hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get in here. Now, I noticed something. After we have our premiere and we've had our discussion, we have so many people roll up and comment after the fact. So I'm saying it now at the top of the video. If you are new here and you have been enjoying us, please let us know down in the chat. But for everybody else who's here, welcome, welcome. Get on in here. We are happy to have you because on Fridays, we talk about it just like that. Ashley, how are you feeling? Muted.
I feel
I feel
great.
great.
I feel
I feel
great.
great.
Happy
Happy.
Easter. Happy 4th of July. Hope you're happy with your birthday bean pie. You know what I mean? And all of that jazz. But I'm really ready to get into this episode because the level of tomfoolery that we experienced must be discussed, Tyra. It must be discussed.
I just, I, y'all hit that like button as you're coming in. we would love to have an abundance of folks in here as we go through the motions, but never gonna waste any time. I just wanted to start here because I need y'all to understand. Let me bring it back, baby. We tired. Let me go back. We're tired, because we've been doing this for quite some time. This limbo situation, skipping rocks, throwing rocks on up to the window. Oh, it's so adorable. We so cute. We're tired. Ashley, I'm coming to you first. What were your overall thoughts of this episode?
Girl, Carrie is a delusional pick me. I said it in my upload. She is an elder delusional pick me because there is no way in this world that this man said his dingling was still wet from Kathy, and you 1 minute later dragged him into the Gramercy Chamber of Secrets and gave him that cootenanny. Carrie, go straight to hell. Go straight to hell because you're never going to make me believe that you were okay with that. First, the young man is knocking you upside the head with virtual reality weapons. And now Aiden has stuck his meat in that ex wife. Okay. And you say, let me take you down there. Let me take you down through there. I understand how that could happen. Happened to me last night. Carrie, please be so for real. I don't believe anything she said, Tyra. And at this gargantuan, large, big age, we should understand boundaries and we should have communicado, right? Why in the world, when you agreed to wait for this man, did you guys not have a conversation about what that looks like? Does it mean I can throw this cat around Manhattan or do I need to keep it buttoned up? Same for you, Aiden. Like, are you going to be out there on the farm with, anyway?
I can't breathe. Good stuff.
Jennifer Lewis was there though, and that really did it for me. It was amazing. I love her down. The mother of Black Hollywood had a good time over there, but Carrie pissed me off because there's no way you haven't grown.
There is a way. There is a way. That's why I started off with these funky ass skipped rocks because they're so sentimental. Like we are tired. We are so tired. And I just met these women like a year or so ago, and I feel like I've been with Carrie all my damn life. I am tired. Like, aren't you exhausted? Aren't you exhausted with this scenario, Carrie? This isn't adorable. There's nothing cute about it. It's old as hell and it's tired. We are tired for you. I knew I was gonna be done with this episode when I seen Aiden put that funky post-it on the mirror. Now Ashley is not as versed in them Sex and the City streets, but she is getting there every Thursday. But we put the post-it on the mirror. I was like, okay, Aiden is trash. Aiden has been trash for quite some time, but I feel like it was confirmed this episode. What shocked me the most was how content Carrie was with the trash. I don't know why. I don't know why. After when did Sex and the City come out? 97, 98? We keep expecting Carrie to want more, be more than what she is, and she's never gonna be that.
Clearly.
She's just not.
Clearly.
Only thing missing is some damn cigarettes. It's the same old Carrie, same old Aiden, same tired scenarios, and I'm just sick of it. I was so disappointed in her this episode. But let's get into it. Let's get into it because we started off with my disappointment. Y'all knew what that post-it meant on the mirror. Y'all knew exactly what it meant. It was symbolic. We get here, And I was like, let's not simmer down when we just met. It was so cold, so boring, so mutton soup and wine. What? This is where we go. I felt like leaving off the last episode. I knew that Aiden was going to be here via the trailer, but I thought at least they had really good, banter and chemistry last time. So before Aiden gets there, we're going to at least have a moment of them cooking. We are not cooking. This was boring. This was like watching paint dry. It seemed like all the air and the chemistry was sucked out of the room, but via the script and via Carrie and this gentleman, they wanted us to feel some type of content and growth because I'll read your chapters if you read mine. Don't expect too much. I'm trusting you with this. My writing is such a big part of my life and my personality. I wouldn't trust anybody with this if I didn't really care or if I didn't want to inquire or get to know. This is a big step for Carrie and downstairs neighbor Bay. It wasn't enough. This was boring. I thought we were going to get something and it turned into nothing. We do not care. Ashley, did this do anything for you? Because we had mutton.
No, because Carrie, why would you go down there eating that anyway? Like, you make reservations, you don't make food. You're not going down here and really socialize. This is a waste. This is a waste of a character. It's a waste of a man. It's a waste of a perfectly good peen. Because clearly, Carrie said that's not what I agreed to. She was never going to be celibate, waiting for Aiden. So why couldn't this have been a viable love interest? This was dry. He's a dullard, and I wasn't expecting that from him. Last episode, he came, and I really thought, oh, he's gonna be a little spicy. He's going to push back against Carrie and all of her, whims. I thought it was gonna be great, and I thought they'd have chemistry. Watching them together, it did not stand and deliver for me at all. He's got potential. I just don't know what they're trying to make of it. I was like, is she trying to make Aiden jealous with him? Because later in the episode, we see, I had mutton stew with the neighbor downstairs, and then as Aiden is leaving, he's coming up, and I'm like, oh, you're giving us the transition. I don't care about this. It's not giving steam heat. And I wish it was. I think we need steam heat. I think a good love interest who is stable minded could have really brought Carrie's, something somewhere. But yeah, he was very dry. And why are we eating mutton? Like, what? Just
No, that was the best we could do. So due to the rain outside, we have mutton. Like what? What? And she's just sitting there. I was like, this is. I thought y'all were cute last episode. Now it's back to we have to kind of make him a bit wayward and uninteresting all of a sudden because Aiden's coming. Can we not? Can we not? We don't want Aiden. We've told you that repeatedly.
yeah.
And y'all, when I first saw this man, I just knew this was Patrick Dempsey. I was so excited. I was like, that is not Patrick Dempsey. Last episode, I thought it was too. No, this is not. This is just, was it Duncan? Hopefully, we bring it back around town. But I just couldn't save Carrie for last because y'all know I normally do. I just couldn't because Carrie pissed me off like more than usual. This is sick, undisputedly broken. There's no repair here. There's no redemption. There's no nothing. The writers went, Carrie has to pay. Carrie has to pay. You cheated, so he gets to cheat, and we're just going to act like it's cool. I thought Aiden was coming here. First of all, he doesn't listen to her. He's just all, who's downstairs? What mud? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He's all relieved because Wyatt is going to camp for a week, a whole week. Like, a whole week, and I just get to come there and spend it with you. And we get here, we're breaking pretty much antique glass in this premium Gramercy window, and he's obsessed over repairing it when she's just trying to lay down, get some quality time. I haven't seen you. It's okay, Aiden. No, I'm gonna fix it. Aiden lost me when he got there. And why aren't you wearing shoes? Where are your heels at? Like, we're transitioning. You're trying to bring us back to that dark, dusty brownstone. But I thought Aiden was having this displaced energy because he was so obsessive about Wyatt. And he got here and he couldn't be content because he was like, well, before I got here, it was camp. But by the time we got to the airport and all these other things and all these breakdowns occurred, he didn't want to go. He changed his mind. It's just all too much. So I thought this was a reflection in his behavior. No, you brought your dusty serial killer looking ass down there and slept with Kathy? What? You slept. He said that like he parked the car. You know when you go in the parking garage and you lose your car because you just went down the wrong. You know what? I slept with Kathy. What? You did what? I slept with Kathy. We were, she was emotional. It just happened. That doesn't just happen, Aiden. What are you talking about? Just when I thought Carrie in her big face was gonna say, you know what? This is too much. I refuse. I've been holding you to, oh, I can understand why you would go and do that. What? What? What do you mean? You are not going to play in my face, writers, and act like we have not been setting Carrie up since last season to be a lady in waiting for Aiden. She fixed her lips, her thin lips, I might add, to say, well, did you think I was going to wait for you for 5 years? We did. Is that not what you've been doing? You've been waiting. Your life has been on hold. You haven't even furnished your apartment, dumbass. I'm just really upset. I'm just really upset. And it was just all okay. I understand why you would do that. I just said I would be here if and whenever you were ready, but I'm not pausing my life, so I shouldn't expect you to pause yours. All right, you slept with Kathy, and now I'm going to sleep with you too. Go to hell. Both of you in your raggedy, trifling, disgusting, disturbing ass old geriatric relationship in them rocks you threw at the window. Go to hell, Carrie and Aiden. I don't want to see him no more. Ashley.
I mean, I got it mostly off my chest. But here, let's talk about it.
Just talk.
Because in my video, I in fact do call her a pick me. Because honestly, in this moment, and from what I've seen as we're going back, and we're on season 2 of Sex in the City, y'all, and this is my first time watching. If she does nothing else, she is going to do whatever to stay in the good graces of whatever man she's currently seeing. So to me, this tracks very much. Whether or not in her mind she said, I'm not going to be celibate for 5 years, that was never communicated. So for him to come in here acting like he's, oh, so I screwed Kathy. I shoved it in, Wyatt, we got him abducted in the middle of the night. He went to the camp, and then I just fell in it, right? And Carrie to fix her mouth to say, I can see how that would happen. I totally understand that. Now screw me, Aiden, because I want some of Kathy's juices in me as well. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted because this doesn't fit into the Carrie that we've known, well, that I'm beginning to learn over there, except for the fact that she is always going to chase a man who clearly is not interested and clearly does not want her. Aiden has done everything up to this point, even before the smash session with Kathy, to show Carrie that he is not interested, that he is not the one, that he's not going to make room for her, that she will not be present in his life or in his family for that matter. And to me, this would have been the perfect escape, right? Or at the very least, I'm hoping Aiden does a Dear John call, Dear John letter, send one of those blank postcards that says goodbye. That's what I'm looking forward to, because this made absolutely no sense. Again, at these big ages, especially when you're saying, I'm going to put my life on hold for 5 years, that's not a conversation we have. Like, Aiden, like, I get you need this time, but I need to get my cootenanny wet. Like, I need that to happen. So don't expect me to keep it buttoned up, and I won't expect that from you. But no, it falls out here. Well, that's not what I signed up for. Well, Carrie, what the hell did you sign up for? And as far as the damn shoes, not only once does he say, oh, you don't have your shoes on? After he breaks the Gramercy window, the Gramercy rainbow window, for
Mhm.
that matter, he says, put your shoes back on. I said, oh, he's trying to drag you back down through there. Don't you see the symbolism, Carrie? He's
Uh-huh.
trying to make you put on them shoes you took off last episode. Girl, keep them off.
No.
Keep them off. I hate
Carrie's Carrie's mind went, "Ugh, he wants me to put on my shoes so I can to protect me from the glass on the floor. I wouldn't want to get a shard of glass in
no,
my
it
foot."
wasn't.
That's what she heard.
No.
I was just so disturbed at this. Regardless of whatever the writers are trying to do with Aiden, since Aiden, the show is about the girls, it's about women. Like, why does Aiden need all of this sympathy, all of this redemption, all this catering, all of this to excuse his behavior? He has shown that she will never be a priority.
Never.
Carrie is a lot of things, pick me, all those good things, but above all else, Carrie always wants to be the ultimate pick me, be chosen. She's never going to be part whatever to anybody.
Mm.
Like, I want to be the most, but like at least with Big when they had their little cheating or whatever that was, he was whatever. Like, this is just off. He hasn't given her anything. It nothing. He can't even give you time. He got all the way here and ignored you because he wanted to prioritize a window because he was feeling guilty about sleeping with his ex-wife. And then when he like admits it, she goes, "Oh my god, like, this is so male." I was like, what? this is so male. Like, huh? You really thought I was going to be waiting on you? Is that what? Because Ada's like, I ruined it. I messed up, and I did all these things. And I was like, well, I cheated. She's like, well, no, I'm actually okay with it. Did you think? Oh, the real problem here is we haven't had this conversation until now. What took us so long? I'm not waiting on you. Are you? That's what it looks like to us, Carrie. But okay.
It was the don't touch me, Carrie. Don't touch me. Really? Get out of here. I can't call you. I can't text you. And now I can't touch you. Aiden, leave and never return. Go to the pits of hell and never return again, please.
Aiden
Ugh.
is a man in shambles. Aiden is messed up. That family is messed up. That son, like, I would get him the furthest away from my life as possible. And you're still leaving the window open. She act like she took power over the situation by saying, "Well, I'm not going to wait." But you're still saying, "I'm going to be here if ever and whenever you want to." Like, and if I'm free, hair flip, I'll be with you.
No, that's never what it gave. It gave Aiden, I will wait for you. I will put this nickel between my knees and I will be waiting when you come calling. That's what it gave. So I don't know. And maybe you're right. I see in the chat, Lakeisha, you're saying that the writers want to go this route to get the retribution or whatever. No. No, 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 no. I like it's gonna be hard for me getting to the part of Sex in the City where they meet because he is a trash box. There is nothing redeeming about Aiden, not his broke down farm, not his mentally challenged child, and not his behaviors at this moment. There's nothing redeeming about Aiden
This
to me at
isn't
all.
Aiden, though. This isn't Aiden. Aiden would have thought that this was so disturbing. He
Mm.
would have been like, really? When the shoe was on the other foot, girl, when I tell you Aiden was hurt, this isn't him. Like, I don't see him doing this. Like, all of this behavior is just something else. I just feel like it's disgusting. Let me get your super chat, Demarcus, before we go even any further. Thank you so much. Which song is better, Because of You by Neo or Adorn by Miguel? Ashley, which one?
I'm going over there with Adorn because I can't deal with Neo at this moment in time in my life. I can't even do that. I'm going over there. Let my love adorn you, Miguel. Let's stay there.
I think I bumped Because of You more than Adorn, so I'm gonna go over there with Neo.
I can't deal with
And
Neo
ain't
at
that
this
the
moment.
first album? Is it? I'm not sure, but if it was, I was bumping the hell out of it. I was. Thank you so much, Demarcus. Thank you. I just was like, girl, this is. I was like, this is the moment. And then when she like rejected it and embraced it and then slept with him, prior to that, I was like, okay, hopefully this is the moment where somebody's the bigger person and Aiden realizes I'm not okay. If he loves you, he will want more for you, and he's gonna break up with her.
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
they're just cool. This is disappointing. I hate it to the core. I hate it. But let's move on to the rest of the ladies.
Mm.
Cause so much happened in this episode out of nowhere, stuff happening. But let's get into Seema. Seema scales back, if that's what you want to call it, all dressed up with no car service. What's next for Seema? Now we'll get into Miranda and that whole thing. Clearly, she is trying to build up some type of clientele to go independent and be a realtor in that light. But until then, she was so hurt and torn down. She was like, the job supplied the funds for this car service and this driver. I gotta let you go. We even see her catch the train or whatever she caught in this episode because she's trying to scale back. I just cannot. It seems like they have shifted her over to the Carrie narrative of things to where there has been zero savings, zero forethought into her future, and I am behind. And I was like, is she gonna move out of her place now? Like, what's next? Like, I just don't get it. And I don't know where they're taking her for me to care. But even with the small time that we've had with Seema over these seasons, this still feels extremely out of character and it's disappointing to see. I feel like they want us to look forward to her and knobbing knees with Logan Marshall, the gardener. Is that where we are? Like, is she starting anew? Is this a breakout? Like, it just feels like failure at this point. Ashley, she all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, and for whoever was in the comments a couple videos ago, she's not a brokey. She's like a brokey. Like I said, she is. She has nothing to show for her career in real estate except that damn Birkin and probably a few designer, pieces. Like, this is so disheartening and disenchanting. This is never what I would have thought her character would turn into based on who we met in season one. And while they were doing their, United Nations of representation in season one, at the very least, they brought her in or introduced her at least being interesting, at least being accomplished, at
Yeah.
least, what was it? Maybe not great in love, right? But successful in every other area. And I thought that's where we were going to lean in. She was going to be the one having all the hot sex on a platter just to get you wet. She was going to be jet setting and doing all of these things. Never money being an issue. 99 problems. Like, Seema, where are we at? And now you're looking at, one bedroom walk ups with Miranda. I just, and the fact that the agency was paying for the car service is even beyond because she's broker than I thought. I thought she had at least enough to maintain her regular expenses. I'm so disappointed in this character. I wanted more for her because, I mean, not for nothing, but from that part of the world, we get very limited representation in American shows, and especially American shows that are somewhat popular. So it's really disappointing for me to see where she's at here. It gives irresponsible brokey at a big age, and I hate that for
I
her.
don't know. I wonder why they chose to. It's like they're humbling her. What did she do?
Nothing wrong.
What did she do? Like this is not the Seema that we met. Like you couldn't tell me Seema didn't have property. You couldn't tell me that she didn't have bank. Like she gave that. So for her to just
They're
roll up this
opulent.
season, and it's like, well, hell, next episode, are you going to have to move out of your place? Like, where is this going? Because how she said it, when I get everything up and running, I'm going to come back for you. Well, that doesn't happen overnight until you get things up and running. Do you have a nest egg? Do you have any cushion? I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're moving.
I don't know. This is scary. This is
Like,
scary.
can you retire? Like, that's my question because that's coming sooner rather than later. Like, girl, and I just don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand why, y'all. I don't know why they would do that to her character.
I feel like they're trying to humble her and have her go without to bring her back around to, you know what? Now that I don't have those things, now I realize that they were never really that important.
Oh,
I'm
please.
liking this humble life that I'm having with this gardener. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, please. What did Michael
I'm
say?
like,
Oh,
it seems like
please.
they're prioritizing other things in her life, like because it was always career. She wouldn't even go over there to Dubai and Egypt and wherever that man was shooting
Yeah.
that film because I'm not postponing anything.
Yeah.
This is
I
my
gotta collect
priority.
these coins. Yeah, I gotta collect these coins.
Oh,
Oh, Carrie, don't worry about it. I got it. Like, we're good to go. Like, oh, yeah. I'll go down there with you.
yeah,
Really?
I'll go with you. Come on down. You know what? I'll get us a little spot in Greece. What?
Well,
Man,
where's the money? Osfly girl. She was a partner in the agency. They bought her out, but clearly, where's the money even for that? She couldn't even buy in. Ryan Serhant had to pay her out. Where was the coin to
yeah.
acquire what she had partnered with and built? How much do y'all think this money is going to last her if she's not bringing in the same revenue
It's
monthly that she was while working for that
it's not,
firm?
it's not gonna last long with her lifestyle. It seems like she just thought that this revenue was gonna come in forever and she didn't have to plan. I don't know. I feel like she's gonna be selling off some stuff on. Remember who was that? Who's the little girl I hate? What's Charlotte Child name?
Lily?
Lily. You remember
Oh,
when
she's
she
going to be
sold
on the
all that
real
stuff?
real. Mm-hmm.
When she saw, I'm like, are you gonna be online selling your designer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Seema, no. She has so much potential. I hope it makes sense in the end. Because right now it seems like a poor choice and it seems out of character for her. But let's move on to this hot stinking mess. Miranda's new place. I think because we had confirmation towards the end. I hope she still gets it. But baby Joy didn't want you in her spot. She's like, get out, get out. Yes, get out. Get your stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Stay as long as you want to. No, but are you getting out? Are you getting out? Because I really don't want you here. Joy is weird. Joy is weird. I did not like the energy that she gave Miranda for, I guess she was there a little bit longer than she wanted her to be, or, it's like your days are numbered. And just how closed off she is, how she was like clenching at the thought of meeting Brady. And even before, she was like, "Oh, Brady's an interesting name. How did he get that? Oh, well, his dad. Oh, no, 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 no. It's too much
Too much
information.
information.
Too much information. I don't want to hear." I was like, "What is wrong with her?" And it seems like we only embrace Brady at the fact, whether it was her being nervous or not. Oh, he likes my dogs. Okay, he's cool. I was like, what? She's weird. She's weird. And the interaction that they had in the bedroom, where it was like, well, I don't want to be the lesbian who moves in and falls in love after, a few whatevers of dating. Oh, cool, because I didn't want that either. But at the same time, Miranda, you took your ass on down here. We got to the first spot. She loved it. Oh, it's just so amazing. But they want 150 above asking price. She's like, I'm not doing that. That's too much. That's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, but this is a whisper situation. Miranda, it's slim pickings. You already tried this with another realtor and you couldn't find anything. Aren't you tired of living pillow to post? Okay, fine, I'll find you something else. We sat at the table and like, oh, this was so great, this is so amazing. And it seems like she was thinking about herself and her desires and wants, but she said she couldn't take the place because, oh, it's no pets. Well, Joy has pets and she loves her dogs. So if it's no dogs and it's no me and it's no Joy, I don't think like, why are you considering her and getting your new place in her dogs? Are we taking this quick, or are we taking our time? Like, it's very, very confusing. And then by the time we get towards the end, she says, I'm going to do what's going to make me happy. I think that place is going to make me happy along with the furniture. So sure, tell them I'll pay it along with the 150 above asking price. I guess we're going to start off with her being in a new place, but the fact that she even considered joy in the purchasing of anything was ridiculous to me. Miranda, please. Ashley?
It feels like to me, I don't know. And I don't know if she went to counseling or therapy in Sex and the City in any of the seasons, but baby girl, especially after her new sexual awakening and, her new way of presenting to the world and how she identifies and what she likes, I think she needed an adjustment period and maybe to talk to someone about what her life looks like now. She got hot and heavy getting touched in the kitchen by Shay, fell really fast, was obsessive with Shay, really, really weird, then went on this mission to anything with a Nanny I want a piece of. And now we're over here with what could seem to be a more mature love. But Joy has a flat affect. She seems like she's very disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
She's very off-putting and self-deprecating in my eyes when she's like, "Oh, I'm a bad kisser. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not good at this. Oh, I'm not good at that." And it's like, to me, it's making me ask the question, what is it about Miranda that's drawn to someone like a Joy? I think Miranda needs to make peace with everything that's happened in these last 3 seasons because a lot happened. You abandoned your husband, you walked out, your son went on these things, you've gone on these missions where, again, Miranda's second. She even put school on hold, right? The opportunity she was going to get to
Yeah.
go follow Shay out to LA and be at her studio recordings to do all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what else are you willing to sacrifice for this person who's paying you dust, literally? The only time I saw Joy smile was when Brady got there and was talking to the dogs. Oh, I
Yeah.
can do this now. Oh, now you can do this?
Yeah.
Like, girl, please find something absolutely safe to do. I want Miranda again. My issue is we I guess we take it for granted that in your 20s, 30s, that's when you're working out who you are and really understanding self and how you show up in the world. And for me, it's very, very hard to see 50, 60 somethings who still aren't in touch with who they are after all of these years of making seemingly what appears to be the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Miranda was out here chasing all these weird men who treated her like crap in season 1 and 2 of Sex and the City. So we're still doing that here. Like, if I could have almost got to it if Joy had been just, oh my goodness, Miranda, you're the greatest thing ever. And it was like a mirror or like I'm echoing, Miranda's sentiment and feelings, but it's not. And she's putting herself on the line and I just hate it. I don't know who Miranda is, honestly. I'm trying to figure it out.
I think they're presenting it with Miranda as if she's, well adjusted with her sexuality removed from Shay. But that moment where she said, well, yeah, I think this is the first time that I've ever, met a girlfriend who had a kid. I'm your girlfriend? Me? I'm your girlfriend? Oh, well, yeah, I'm not just like, oh. And she's acting like, well, it's not that I'm going to take my time, but you took yourself on down there with Seema. It's like, well, if she can't bring her dogs, it's going to be an issue. I don't know if I can take that place. Y'all not living together, baby. Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. I wish that they had more chemistry, but I do feel like something with Joy is going to flip and she's going to show us a different side because something is off. Something is off. I don't know if she shuts down. I don't know if I don't know. I can't pinpoint what it is because at first I was just catering to like, well, they do just as actresses they don't really have a lot of chemistry to me. But I think it's more than that. I think something's off with Joy, and she's gonna offset whatever Miranda thinks that
Mm,
this is. But okay.
another heartbreak in less than 2 years. Like, girl, I
I,
don't
I
know.
don't know. We'll see. But I was like, oh, Joy. She's like, yes, get out. Get out. Get your stuff. Are you leaving? Move. I was like, oh my God. Are you okay? Oh, Pollyanna. Pollyanna broke down, y'all. She broke down. Be my Pollyanna. Be my Polly. I was like, leave me alone, Harry. I'm sad. But we get more information from the doctor about Harry's condition and what it could be. And this really sends Charlotte's worry into overdrive. I put Bitsy Von Muffling here because we saw her more than I desired to in this episode. I really could have did without Bitsy because I really wanted this moment to just be serious for Charlotte. I didn't need that comedic relief. And I know the tempo of the show, that's what they like, but I didn't need that from Bitsy. And it's just like, no, I really wanted to be set with Charlotte in this moment because so much of Charlotte's narrative has been so unserious for so long. So I'm happy for what we're getting in this character growth from her. But she's there, complaining about not being invited to such and such. And of course, she actually is, but it was in the spam. But Harry, he just doesn't really want to discuss it or really cater to Charlotte worrying. He just wants her to be calm and know that I'm going to be all right, be strong, be my Pollyanna, all at the same time, not telling anybody. Now, we do have her towards the end of the episode because I guess New York is so small. We already have Bitsy running into her at the cancer clinic, and then later we have her buying Depends, and she has no choice, and she breaks down and tells Carrie. What I thought was interesting this episode was when she has Lisa call her. I just knew she was going to tell Lisa. I
Mm,
just knew that she was going to tell Lisa, and it was like, my daddy, and I thought she was going to like, no, it's not just you. I'm going to be here. You can be here for me. Let me confide in you at least because we're both kind of in this state of grief and worry, like we're sick. And she decided to tell Carrie. I was like, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was really distinctive. It was like, well, maybe that growth and that level of trust isn't there as much as I maybe thought it was. And of course, she has known Carrie longer. But it's like, yeah, remember the show just felt like it went, remember who's A game. Remember who's A team. It's not Lisa, it's Carrie. I was like, all right. But what did you think about Pollyanna this episode?
oh, well, that's interesting because I was actually proud of Charlotte in that moment because what I've noticed with a lot of the ladies is that they tend to make everything about themselves in anybody's situation. Well, when I did this, this happened to me. Oh no, but this is happening to me right now. And so I was honestly proud of Charlotte in that moment. I felt like that's just growth from where I see her now, right, in Sex and the City as we're watching. So I was proud of her for not putting it all on she who must not be named shoulders while she was dealing with the grief of her father. Now, y'all know how I feel about this. I do feel like Harry had a right to his privacy, but in this episode, I do think it was a burden beyond what Charlotte could carry by herself because it was the utter complete breakdown and vulnerability in the drugstore aisle that really got me. And in that moment, I was so glad Carrie didn't open her mouth and that she just took it in and was
Mhm.
just solely there to comfort her. That's probably one of the first times in just like that I felt a true kinship between Carrie and Charlotte. So that was really nice to see in this episode. I think that Harry's prognosis is promising. Now, what he's going to do, is he going to do the surgery? Is he going to do the other options? That'll be it. But I do think she probably did need one other person in this world to share. I'm really nervous about where it's going to go after this. Is it just going to be Carrie that knows? Is Carrie going to be able to hold that? Or is it going to spread like wildfire? Is she going to tell Miranda and then it's going to become a thing? Like, I just really hope this can be contained for Harry's sake because he didn't want a big fuss to be made. I think maybe later, as he sits with it longer, he may change his mind. But, for now, I do think he had a right to it. But I also feel like Charlotte needed a reprieve. And hopefully that breakdown in the moment gives her some sort of release.
She did. I was so happy. I had this pent up energy when they were in the store because I just knew Kara was gonna go. Oh no, honey! When I lost big, I was like, girl,
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 scared up.
say when you lost big, Carrie, please. But she didn't. She was like, "Oh, your secrets are safe with me." I was like, "I hope so, Carrie. Please don't let it, slip out. Let that be between that." But I am happy that she has some reprieve somewhere, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not like the way that Harry was acting with the game, and I'm just trying to, like, it's like, this is Charlotte. You know your wife. And we know how anal Charlotte can be with something like this. And this is so serious. Like, let me cry. Let me worry. Let me fuss over you. I love you. And at the thought of losing you, it's just too much. It's just like, well, yeah, it's all right. Be my Polly. Be my Pollyanna. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, no, look, Harry. Like, I don't know. I do feel like some of this is Harry deflecting, because he is so worried, not only about, just that, but what about afterwards? Even if I am okay, what's, my drive going to be like? What's, what does that mean for our relationship? Like, it could grow and be, something completely different. This changes everything. So maybe it's not something he's ready to deal with now, but let me cry, Harry, please. Let me cry. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Chuck, for the $2. Somebody big fine with Gatorade today. Thank you so much, Chuck. Most definitely appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I should hope there is no reason for us to have a oops moment and it falls out. Hopefully, Harry tells everyone in his own time, and then we can have Charlotte get completely relieved in that way. But yeah, I just knew Carrie was going, baby, when I lost big, Carrie, I will step on your heart. Please, ma'am, this is not about you. But leaving this here, let's get over here. So much for Marion. Baby, the whole storyline we wrote for Lisa last live,
Yeah,
and
I
the one
know.
before that, they said, yeah, not getting none of
Yeah.
that. Shout out to the 160 people here. Please take a moment
Hey.
to hit that like button. We would love to have 160 more. And if you are in here and you were just watching, say what's up. Say what's up,
Say
please. Do
hello.
go back and read comments and go through this chat and everything, so we can know what you guys are talking about. But Lisa's father died. Billy D died. Billy D died. When I tell you, I was like, I set up when Lisa was like, "Oh God, let me cut this phone off. Let me. They're just bothering me." It's just like, yeah, like, oh, I was like, mm-hmm. Now hit them lights, and it was like, yeah, I'm married. Marion, what? You're married, Marion? Like what? It's like, well, yeah, that's not. I don't like to mix business and personal. Like, what does that have to do with you wearing a ring and people knowing that you're married? That was a choice, but this this is not the storyline I wanted from Lisa. I appreciate what they did here. This is not what I wanted from Lisa. They dangled that petty Marion cheating carrot in our face, and they snatched it before they could even rub elbows. I was like, wow, that would have been interesting. I just knew like we were gonna go somewhere, but it immediately became about consoling and being there in their union, in their marriage, because I didn't answer my phone. Now my father's gone. Now I need to be here to support you. So whatever this was with Marion, I'm gonna feel like that this is completely done. Ashley, is there still hope for any of this that we thought?
Girl, no, we not getting nothing with she who must not be named in Charlie Chaplin goatee mustache. We're not getting anything over there, and that's fine. Go on home to your wife, sir, but announce it next time. Wear a ring next time. I need it visible. I need it prominent. All right, because let's not even listen. This is the first time that she who must not be named's husband was actually attractive to me. And that's when he stood up at the funeral and he took over when she couldn't any further. That was the first time I saw him be a real man over here in her life. And I can appreciate that. We need to lean more into that. I'm thinking now because Billy D is gone. We actually will see maybe their union strengthen. I
Yeah.
think he's it. I we if he's ever stepped in for her like that before, we've never seen it. Even with his raggedy mama, we've never seen him really step in and say, listen, that's my wife. You're going to respect her. We've never gotten a moment where he stepped in to save the day. So that was refreshing for me to see. I'm hoping we lean more into that, him being more present, because is he still running for damn comptroller? How long does the election last? It's been for like 2 seasons. I feel like what are we doing here? It's just so dry. It's just so dry. We need some steam heat over here. I will give it up to she who must not be named. She looked good. This was the best I've ever seen
Okay,
her.
we gonna get to
Yeah, the
because
best. I've
Really?
never seen her.
That's what it took? Somebody
Yeah.
to die?
Yeah, and no, the dad. I saw someone say in the comments, "Didn't her dad die early?" No, he was there, season 2, episode 5, at the dinner with everybody. I think that's when we saw him make his appearance.
I
No, this
just
especially
I
didn't.
just I don't want this. I feel like we're kind of retreading the dynamic we had because their marriage has always kind of been in a state of being kind of shifty and careers and two, boats and ships passing in the night. And then it's like we have a traumatic situation like when she lost the baby and now I need to be here and support you in this way. It just kind of felt like rinse repeat. And I was like, can we at least get to the drama? Can we get the little spice, get a little hot sauce before we automatically mend them? Like they don't really just really have too many complications. Like were they arguing about chocolate last episode? Like it's
Yeah.
just, or the scheduling. It's just, I thought we were gonna get messy. We did not get messy. But you know
Mm-mm.
what? Jennifer Lewis was here. Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis. How quickly an
Oh,
additional guest star can shift the show. Like, and it works. I was like, oh my God, it just proves the point. Like, if we just had a different arrangement of cast, it could pick up the show in different ways that we didn't know because Jennifer showed up and ate up all the scenery like she does, and it was perfect. This role was for her. But we get into, not just daddy passing, but we get into this Michael Kors purse in my Michael Kors that your daddy got me in the theater and this homegoing. Because she's like, yeah, I've been here with your daddy in many ways. And then one, this this gumbo of storytelling, Jennifer's presence in just kind of this diner and the Michael Kors in the meeting of the minds and the lacking as far as where they are economically, I thought this could have been so interesting. We could have introduced Jennifer in a completely different way because for so much of this season, Lisa has been giving out of touch and a little way. Well, aren't you going to stay here and work on my whatever? Because well, it's been 8 years and it's just me. And even here when they're having the conversation because she's upset, how are you going to send me an Evite? This is my dad. Well, you weren't really, that active, and even if you could have been, it was always Lisa's busy. Leave her alone. So I thought that this moment wouldn't be any different. Jennifer could have been included in that way as kind of like a reality because this ain't none of the little frou-frou places that they frequent on a regular. This some down home. What a hot sauce. This key lime has seen better days. But I was happy to have Jennifer here at all in any capacity because she is everything. She woke this show up and reminded me that if we just shift things around just a little bit, it would be more entertaining because she was hilarious. Ashley, how did you feel when you saw Jennifer and her Michael Kors?
you know I love the mother of Black Hollywood. We're going down through there, and she was her in all of her shining glory. I thought that this was fun. It was over the top. It was theatrical. If you know anything about Jennifer Lewis, you know that she made her way on Broadway and did all of the theater. And so it was just a nod to that, and I loved it. It really kind of showed appreciation to who she is, what her career's been, all of that. But in this moment, in this space, I was really interested in what this was going to be like. I thought we were going to get some like egregious tea that came out about Daddy and Miss Lucille. But I really enjoyed the interaction. You know, I don't really get down with She Who Must Not Be Named, but I did like the conversation around you were always so busy,
Yeah.
right? Like your dad came to me, don't bother my baby, she's busy, don't bother my baby, she's busy. And then when we finally can sit down and say, all right, like can we come together to do this? I overstepped a little bit. I overstepped. She overstepped in the conversation too, but that was funny in and of itself. And I
Yeah.
got hot sauce in my bag. I really liked how it all worked out. How because She Who Must Not Be Named has definitely given Sadiddy, is definitely given, no, I'm going to have things my bougie way, and that's it. And I think for her to relinquish some of this control that she really had a right to, she had a right to plan her own daddy's funeral. But the
Yeah.
fact that she would relinquish some of that, I thought that was growth on her part, especially from a character that we really don't know, right? We really don't know the depth of who she is, because it just gives boring, basic Stepford wife for so long. So I
Mhm.
liked this part of it. Again, Jennifer Lewis is the one who carried, though. She's the one who delivered. She's the one who supplied. She's the one who we got our laugh riot from. She who must not be named looked good though. This was a cute look for her.
I
Beautiful gowns.
I would have loved to like remember where you came from type of moment, or like you were busy, but it's not just about being busy. You weren't coming down here because when she got there, she's like, sorry to bring you all the way across the tracks and the train and back again to come over here in this little part of town to have this sit down with me. It's just I would have loved to kind of tap into who Lisa was prior to this, or what we're getting, where she had the expectation of, girl, I don't care if it was 8 years or whatever, drop everything and work on my doc. Like, no. But Jennifer was amazing. And welcome to anybody who is just getting here. We are happy to have you. And if we're, going on down the line, remember to catch the replay and run it back, please.
I honestly don't think they care enough about her character to give us more than what they're giving. I feel
That's
like they think they're really giving us something with her, but there's no dynamic. She's so one note.
this would have been great. Like all of the like, I'm busy, I'm busy. And even at that moment, we were blowing up the phone. Let me cut that off because I need to focus here. Hubert couldn't want anything possibly but that campaign or something. Just it's this is my time. But it's like you were all this busy before. What were you doing? But yes, Michael Cole's purse. But leaving this here, more Jennifer Lewis, please. The people would love that. We get here. We ain't gotta stay here. I just wanted to acknowledge this because
Fine.
I for one have been all too tired with the garb that they have been putting Lisa in. It's aged her. It hasn't complemented her body, her shape, her elegance to me has just been lacking. It's just been, what the hell is Lisa wearing? Somebody had to die for Lisa to. I thought this was the best Lisa has looked. I was like, she looks so gorgeous.
Good.
The hair was pulled back. You could see her face. I like the subtlety in the makeup. The suit was all tailored. I was like, Lisa looks good. Her daddy had to die for y'all to give Lisa a damn look down at the funeral.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
For a second, y'all, I thought that this was going to be really serious, like the episode when we have, well, I don't want to spoil anything for Ashley, but we have one of the ladies lose their parent, their mom. I thought that this was going to be really serious like that, but no, they made it absolutely comical. But I do want to acknowledge that I thought Lisa looked beautiful this episode
She
at
did.
a funeral, which is, girl,
We
tired.
all fair name, but she looked good. I'm not a hater.
She
She looked
did.
good.
She looked good. The makeup look. I was like, what?
Mhm.
A funeral, y'all? Do better. But
Mhm.
leaving this here and getting down to the actual funeral, this was hilarious. This was hilarious. And I didn't mind it. I really enjoyed this. I don't know if it was Jennifer Lewis, that theater, because she was like, simple, elegant, kind of reminiscent of like when Big died and Carrie was, I don't want this, that, and that, and that. But in this vein, I know you're from the theater. I know your background. Can we please not do all of that? Let's have, one or two keynote speakers. Let me come up, do this good eulogy, and let's just, keep it simple. Yeah, she's like, well, I got 3 minutes. Lisa, you get only 3 minutes because we need time to put on a performance. I loved it when it's like Pippin. This
Mhm.
Pippin the funeral.
Mhm.
What is going on here? I thought that was just so funny, just how theatrical she was. I was reminded what I need from Lisa's relationship the moment his mother got there. They put a band-aid on it real quick, just as quickly as she
Mhm.
got there, being just as nasty as she wants to be. Because that was my ultimate hurdle with them before. When you gonna check your mother? Because this has a whole lot about y'all dynamic for as long as you've been together. Your mother can roll up and disrespect you and your wife at any given moment, and you don't say a word. But he still didn't say anything, but mom took time to acknowledge that, if you weren't there, because those are her gripes, like you said, Herbert did step up because she just couldn't get the words out. She's hurt because I wasn't there once again. It's like, even though you weren't there for that moment, there were so many other times that you were, and you were a great daughter. Don't let this, be the end of it.
Mhm.
But mom, comes through with the handkerchief and some sound advice. But I do not like the way that she treats Lisa otherwise. And this moment is not going to make me forget about everything. But revolving around the whole situation, we have Aiden and Carrie rolling up, Mr. Big and Tall store, the smallest pants I've ever seen in my life. They're splitting, and they're just having a key. They're having the best time of their lives at this damn funeral. I was like, they are so disturbing. I really do not like their dynamic. Along with that and the Jennifer of it all, it just made it a funny affair. But actually, what did you think about the funeral? Because Lisa had 3 minutes.
I enjoyed it, honey. I love a musical. I love a moment. I love a sing song. Let's do it, Jennifer. She delivered. We even had the African troupe come in and do their little thing. She said, "This is the local theater," and then we found, we knew Dad ran a theater, and so it just was on brand and fit. And all the people who were talking back in the audience when Lisa was up there, I thought that was pleasant. And like I said, this was the first time her husband looked decent to me, and he stood up, and
Yes.
when she couldn't go on, he carried it. You know what I mean? Love that. Again, the mother-in-law diabolical. Them nice two little words she said at the end will never be enough for the fact that he will not stand up to his mammy all about his wife. I think it's sick. I think it's deplorable. As far as Aiden in that young ass suit, get him out of there. Why were you even invited? Like,
Girl.
why were you even invited? And then, oh, my pants ripped. Okay, is it time to
Oh.
go? All right, let me walk behind you. Like, I hate everything about it. Like, I don't care. Get out. This is not your people funeral. Leave.
And they're just cackling. Like they're so happy as if their relationship is not doomed, like, or whatever the hell they are. Like it's just gross. I just hate to see them. And then you have that and have Seema rolling up talking about she's late and oh my god, the train is for
The A
poor
train.
people. Like what are we doing with our side folks? But I thought that the funeral overall was funny. And the mom, she was funny talking about Jennifer's hat. But it was just like, yeah, I don't want none of that. But he did step up. But I was like, oh, this is confirmation that I have your back and our marriage is stronger than ever and I'm always going to be here. You don't need to look at a Marion or anybody else. Case closed before anything
Yeah.
ever even started. Whatever. I just knew he was going to see Marion with his shirt off. Nope. But closing it out here, Aiden go away because I can't leave out Duncan because he's so great. He's so great. That little nudge that we got from Aiden, like, oh, am I the drama? Does Carrie have options? Does this mean that she's going to talk to neighbor Ray downstairs? Oh, he brought her the script. They're sharing things. What else is they going to like? We don't care, Aiden. I just need you to go away. I need you to go away, and maybe we can see what real potential that she has with Duncan. At this point, I'm just so disappointed in Carrie that I don't even know if I'm going to care. But she does have an option or other options, but is she going to follow through? Because let her tell it this episode, she's never been planning a way for Aiden. Ashley?
Child, when he left that chapter one on that broke down ugly table he bought her, just get out, Aiden. Get out. I said, was that for dramatic effect? Like him leaving the script there and just,
Girl.
spiriting himself away. Aiden, we don't care if you never come back. I promise you, none of us would care if you never return to Gramercy Place. And honestly, Duncan can go somewhere else. I want some new meat. Bring us the meat. Bring us some new Arby's at this point. I don't want Duncan and I don't want Aiden at this point. Girl, unless they're just gonna be writing buddies and have little writing sessions. That's it. Carrie, if she's gonna have a love interest, let it be somebody else. Let it be Steam Heat for once. Can we get that?
No, Sass K. No, we couldn't find Aiden a good suit. Everybody had to run into Charlotte to have her confronted and have no choice but to let out the fact that Harry has the can. Like New York is just really small, and we just didn't have no time. We're just looking for these small pockets and windows of comedy, and we took it there with Aiden and even their little tired relationship. Like, I just want some steam heat. It's some fine 50 plus men. What are we doing? And then we had Makai Brooks over there, and we just, I'm married. I was like,
Mhm.
we can't even see that because he got some arms on him, like some shoulders, something.
Knees and toes.
You mean to
Something.
tell me in the span of this season, as far as men, we've seen Harry and Aiden?
Mhm.
Boy, who asked for that? Who asked for that? But I guess closing us out here, Ashley, do you have any predictions?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Carrie will get a life, hopefully. Like, I just finish furnishing Gramercy. Like, let's put first things first. Can we make this a well appointed, beautiful mansion? Can we do that? Can we hook up Gramercy and do it justice, Carrie? Let us at least do that. That's all I can hope for, Tyra, at this point, because these dizzy dames really had me in a place today. Hopefully we fast forward. Can we fast forward like 6 months? and see where Harry's at. Maybe he's in full remission and all of those things. I really don't want this slow roll for the rest of the season. Get us somewhere next episode.
I, the way y'all didn't know how I was clutching my pearls, hoping that this posted said goodbye. I just knew Aiden was saying like something like, no, I'm going to look for glass, be back later. I don't want to. We've had that little whatever with Aiden. We have no need to see Aiden, to call Aiden. Nothing. Just explore who you are without that. It would be nice to kind of fast forward just a little bit and not really
Sure.
linger in this, so we can get more story wise and really see what's going on with Seema. Really see what's going on with Miranda. Everybody, even Lisa, even though they really don't really give her a leg to stand on. But I would like that as well. I just, no predictions really. I just don't want to see Aiden.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Aiden. I don't want to see her text Aiden. Like, please. I'm disgusted and disturbed. But y'all, that was the episode. Ashley,
Woo-hoo.
anything you want to share before we get out of here?
Do not forget, if you watch Divorce Sisters, we will be back in about 15 minutes to talk Divorce Sisters episode 5, which was a mess in and of itself. And tomorrow we have our collective news segment at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you join us. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We're here almost every night, so there's always something to do here.
Yeah, once again, we would love to have you guys. Be sure to chime in. We are here if for all things, Sex in the City. And even if you want to join in on Thursdays where we go and watch Sex in the City and then we come here and of course discuss the latest episode of Just Like That, we would love to have you there. Please drop down and let us know how you felt about our commentary down in the comments. And also hit that like button on your way out. Hopefully you guys had a good time and we will see you next time. Good night, y'all.
Right.